I was involved in a car accident when I was 6 months old, and as a result, I've got cerebral palsy with hemiplegia. Everyday life is a bit of a challenge for me, but I rise to every challenge, and my mantra in life is the greatest risk is not taking one.
I was born with a genetic condition called osteogenesis imperfecta, otherwise known as brittle bones. Put very simply, what it means is my body produces some levels of collagen, but not enough, and as a result, my bones are not as strong as the average person's. People with disabilities are marginalized and often ignored. Big companies view them as undervalued or too niche, and this really shouldn't be the case. Within South Africa, there are 3.9 million people with a disability, and of those, 1.2 million are wheelchair users. Smurgos believes in a world where disabled people are empowered and are part of the community.
It was 7:30 on a Saturday morning back in 2012 when it happened. No, there wasn't any crime. I had an idea. I'd been racking my brains because it was Nicole's birthday, and I couldn't think of the perfect gift. And it was then that I had it. The wheelchair bag was the solution. So like anyone, I Googled it, and what I found was poor quality products locally, or not exactly what I was looking for. And when looking at overseas products, they were insanely expensive. So I called Nicole and I said, this was an opportunity that we couldn't miss. And I told her all about it, and Smurgos was born. This is our first innovation, the BBF, which stands for Best Bag Forever. It's got a very rectangular design because it's made specifically for a wheelchair. These handles over here go onto the handles of the wheelchair so that it distributes the weight onto the wheelchair frame. On the back here, we have a cushion that goes behind the person, so it adds some extra comfort. Then over here, we have a strap that goes on the back of the wheelchair, so that if the wheelchair is going up an incline, it keeps it flat on the back of the wheelchair. Over here, we've also got an arm strap, so that if we take it off the wheelchair, an able-bodied person can carry the bag just as easily. This is the Sneaky Bee, and we call it the Sneaky Bee because it's a sneaky bag. It sits behind the person's legs, and it's basically a woman's handbag or a man's man bag. This is our cup holder prototype. This is the school bag, which is basically a BBF, but it's been made wider and also a bit thicker this way, so it can hold bigger books and files. And this is the Sidekick. It's one of our latest prototypes. It's an alternative to the Sneaky Bee because we realize that not everybody can reach their hands down to the Sneaky Bee. We wanted to create products that make a tangible difference in people's lives.
In the next 3 years, we hope to collaborate with more companies to give more bags to those that can't afford it. We also want to bring manufacturing in-house, where we will employ disabled people and upskill them in positions such as seamstresses or warehouse managers. And this way we will also ensure that our products remain proudly South African.